What goes through people's heads? I really do not know.
Only be here for you.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Nuttyfoodiefitness here. Welcome to another video. I've seen so many people do this and I thought that this video would be a lot of fun to film, hopefully. So I've asked you guys on Instagram. By the way, if you don't follow me, it's Nuttyfoodiefitness on Instagram. I have been seeing a lot of people do this video and I find them so entertaining, so I thought that I would try and film this myself. So I just put on my Instagram, well, a couple of hours ago now, for you guys to assume things about me. So I'm basically going to be answering your assumptions about me. I want to try and answer as many as possible in a not too long period of time, because I'm aware that my last video was basically like a short movie. Not even a short movie. If you've not yet liked the video, I would really appreciate if you just gave the video a like or a thumbs up, whatever you want to call it. It really does help me out and I fully appreciate it, guys. So thank you so much. Without further ado, let's get into this. You've never hated food. Hashtag foodie for life. That is true. I have literally always loved food. I think you'll end up retiring somewhere where the sun shines all day. I love warm weather and the sun just shining on me. So yes, you would be right in assuming that. You get, in capitals, so tired of people telling you you lie about how much you eat. Yeah, I've got to that point where it's like, there are so many videos of me on YouTube where it's just like a day in the life, eat the way I do each and every single day, and it doesn't matter what day of the week or year it is, that is just the way I eat. So when I get people saying like, you definitely don't eat what you post, I simply say, okay. I don't assume about you, but I assume others will say that you don't actually eat food. Yeah, I will always get comments on my photos of people tagging their friends and saying like, this could be us, but we like eating. And I'm like, yeah, I love eating too. You never quit on a challenge. My friend, you are correct. I think I've proved it in my last video. If I was able to go vegan for 32 days, being someone that had never ever even considered the idea of even going a day vegetarian, then I think it's safe to say that I do not quit challenges. You're 90% peanuts. I'd probably say I'm about 94.67% peanuts. In fact, the other day I cut myself. I don't know if you can see that. No, you definitely can't see that. I started bleeding and I was somewhat surprised that peanut butter didn't just seep straight out of that. That you are even more energetic and positive in real life, I would have to agree with you. The same or even more so. Because sometimes like, I do still find it like, a little bit hard to talk to the camera. It's still not the same as me talking to somebody. You understand that if most people ate like you, they would be the size of a house. Yes, which is why I always say, don't follow what I do. Everybody's bodies have different requirements. So yes, I am completely aware, which is why I always say that everybody is different. You're dating someone but choosing to keep that part of your life private. You have always lived an easy, perfect, problem-free life. I wish so much for that to be true. If I am being completely honest, it's only in maybe the past 2 years that my life has somewhat become normal. In fact, I only recently had this conversation with my brother. We kind of just looked back on a lot of things that have happened in our lives. So yeah, this assumption could not be any further from the truth. I would probably say that my closest friends and family would agree with me when I say that the majority of my life growing up has pretty much resembled the drama that you'd see on EastEnders. Some comments get to you more than they should. P.S. They shouldn't, because you are inspiring and lovely. Thank you so much. I would agree with you, actually. There are certain comments that really get to me. The ones that don't are the ones which are like about my personality, about my appearance. Someone finds me irritating or annoying. I've had the worst kind of insults thrown at me through DMs, and yeah, I really couldn't care less about those comments, because I know that when somebody like insults someone, it's because they are insecure or they're going through a lot, and they're trying to take it out on somebody else over the internet, which, you know, is completely wrong. But many times I've tried to like reason with them, but there is honestly no getting across to some people. Like, sometimes I'm just sat here and I'm literally reading comments and I'm thinking like, what goes through people's heads? I really do not know. But yeah, these comments, like, I really do not mind them whatsoever. The one and only comment that really stresses me out is when someone will say to me to stop rubbing it in people's that I have a fast metabolism. Now that really irritates me, because if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I often repost messages that I get. A lot of my following are female and do struggle with eating disorders. A huge proportion of my following do have anorexia or have overcome anorexia or are recovering. I know that by me posting what I eat and the food I eat and showing my carefree relationship with food, I know that it helps so many people. So that's why I post the food that I post, and I post videos of me eating and stories where I'm eating. And yeah, it couldn't be any further from the truth that I'm posting this to rub it into people's faces, when I'm literally only doing this because I know that it helps people and it brings people comfort. Like, why would I go out of my way to take a photo of my sandwich? Like, you know, I have other things to do, but I know that it really helps people. Comments like that bother me. You can call me anything else, I do not care, but those, they get to me, okay? You dislike kids. I actually really like kids, especially like cute little babies. You know, the chubby ones, which, yeah, I like kids. You're more sensitive than you let on. So again, I think I kind of covered this. I am sensitive about the comments which are completely twisting why I do the things that I do. But yeah, I would say I am pretty strong. You're happy 90% of the time. I'd say 94.9% of the time. Obviously everyone has their stuff going on and people can't be happy 24 hours of the day, but I definitely always try and see the positive side of things. No matter how shit things are, I definitely always try to turn it around. You're heaps of fun to be around. I should hope so. Oh, there's so many sweet comments. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's like written a lovely comment to me. You got straight A's in school. Okay, we're talking about GCSEs, right? In school, yeah. I think I did like 13 GCSEs and I got all A stars and A's minus 1 B. I think to this day I'm still irritated by myself. Yeah, I can't say that that's true because of that one bloody B. You always feel sick after all this sugar intake. I wish that were true. But no, I could just keep on going. I literally eat until the moment I have to get into bed. I know that once I brush my teeth, that's it. It's game over. And that's a really sad moment for me. You are a very spontaneous person. You'd be correct. Sometimes maybe too spontaneous for my own good. You don't care what others say and you believe in yourself, pretty much. Yeah, I definitely believe in myself. You don't get angry easily. I would agree with that. Although, because I don't get angry easily, like when I'm angry, I'm really, really annoyed over it. But yeah, it takes me a lot to be angry. You have the fastest metabolism on earth. Most probably. You never do cardio. Yeah, I think I mentioned a few weeks ago on Instagram that the last time I actually went on a run, I think it's now a year ago, where I did that ridiculous 100-kilometer running challenge. And before that, I think it had been a year since I'd run. And yeah, after that challenge, I've not run. So in short, yeah, I don't really do cardio. But if I was, I would definitely run. Like, I'm not someone that will ever go on the treadmill at the gym or ever do the cross trainer. Like, you would never find me on those machines, ever. But yeah, nothing against cardio. I've just had no real interest in doing it. Okay, this is a good one because I get asked this all the time. Your workouts are not very long, but intense. Yes, 40 I feel is just a little bit too short, and 45, that's just overkill. So I train for roughly 42 minutes when I go to the gym. I do not train every day. I train when I feel like it. So that means one week I might train once, another week I might train 4 times a week. I literally have no set amount of times that I will train. I honestly train when I feel like it. Like, I see no point myself in going to the gym if I'm just gonna be like, why am I here? I've never had a shitty session because if I wasn't feeling it, I just wouldn't go. So yes, you are correct. I do not spend my life in the gym. I have a life outside the gym. And when I do go, I train hard. You eat a lot of fatty foods, donuts, nuts, peanut butter, fries, pizza, burgers. Correct, I do. I also eat a lot of salad and fruit and vegetable, all those good things. I don't discriminate against any kind of food. Oh, I just don't like spicy food. You want to punch the people that constantly ask about your diet. I wouldn't say punch, that is a little bit aggressive, but it does sometimes bother me when people will just straight away, they'll just DM me and they say like, what are your macros? And I just think, you know, if you've read maybe like 2 or 3 of my captions, then you would get the gist that I don't track. You've had many boyfriends in high school. I had a few. You've always been a big eater. Yes. You don't actually like peanuts, but you have to live up to the Insta handle. That's a very good one, but unfortunately that is false. I am completely and utterly obsessed, and I know people are going to say you missed a pun there, so I'll just say it now. Completely and nuttily obsessed with all things nutty. Peanut butter, nuts, salty, sweet, honey roasted, whatever type. I just have a full-on addiction, and it's slightly worrying, but I will seek help when I feel I need it. For now, I'm okay. I assume that you're the mentally strongest person I know. I mean, I don't know everyone that you know, but because I obviously know myself, I'm gonna say that your assumption is most probably correct. You're always hungry and really relaxed about food. I am always bloody hungry. Just before I pressed the record button, I ate a significant amount of food just to ensure that my stomach wouldn't start rumbling throughout the video. I've had quite a few assumptions of people assuming that I have had an eating disorder, but no, I've always been relaxed about food and I have never suffered from an eating disorder. Getting the same questions constantly about abs annoys you. When someone says, I want your abs, that irritates me because they're mine. Not in that kind of way, but like, you shouldn't aspire to have a body like anybody else. You should aspire to be the best version of yourself and not kind of see my body as a goal. I know that I should be flattered, but I just sometimes feel that like people really are obsessed with having bumps on their stomach. Believe you me, if I had to diet in order to have bumps on my stomach, there would be no abs. There would be absolutely no abs, because what do they serve? They serve no purpose. You have never tracked anything. Correct. Actually, I tracked once when I did the 10,000 calorie challenge. You've never had insecurities in your appearance. I kind of covered this in a video titled, I think it was insecurities. I've never had insecurities about like my overall body shape, but I did touch upon the fact that I've always been insecure about being a really hairy person, and I think that that came from the Spanish side of my family, so let's just blame it fully on them. But yeah, otherwise I'm happy with the way that I am, which is just as well because I can't change me. This is me. I think that who you are on camera is exactly who you are off. Keep being you, love you. Thank you so much, and I would hope that I am exactly the same when a camera's in front of me and how I am in real life. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to put up a front like this is me. It doesn't take you long to get ready for a night out. You are absolutely correct. It probably takes me on average about 8 minutes to get ready, and that's like going out, like full on makeup. I don't really wear a lot of makeup, as you guys have probably realized. Never even owned foundation in my life, so you'd be right. I think it's because at uni I always had a lot of coursework, so my housemates, they'd be getting ready like over, I know, 3 hours slowly, doing their makeup, having a little dance, and I'd be there working until the very last minute, and then I'd suddenly just jump into pre-drinks and be like, I'm coming. So I think that I got used to just getting ready super quickly. There was, by the way, an assumption that I do not drink, and I love a drink. Or should it be plural? You want to have a family? Of course, I'd love to have a family, but I'm not thinking, you know how some people have their whole life like already all laid out, like they want to have 3 children, they want a girl first, and then I don't know. I have no idea about names or when I want to get married. I just kind of go with the flow. Life will all work out at the end, but yes, I definitely do want a family. You're really smart and you went to a fancy college. Usually in the top sets of stuff, so I wouldn't say that I was like stupid. So yeah, I'd say I'm fairly smart. Fancy college. So my high school, let's just go back a notch. I definitely didn't go to a fancy high school, that's for sure. Like the majority of the people that went to my high school are either in jail or have like 3 children by now. Just so that we're aware of the levels of what my high school was. Then college, I went to, it was okay. The first uni I went to was St. Martin's, and like people were pretty posh. They were pretty posh there. But again, that's not because like privileged and money got me there. Hard work, having a sick portfolio got me to St. Martin's, because I worked my arse off because I wanted to go there, and yeah, I got there. And then I went to Loughborough University. I feel like I'm telling you my whole life story here, when all you said was you went to a fancy college. You've never tried baklava. Oh my god, my friend. I love baklava. Send me some, guys, please. You keep your emotions to yourself and you act like everything is fine on Instagram. No, definitely not. I feel that I share a lot of my emotion. I don't necessarily explain the situation, but however I am feeling at the time, it comes across in my captions. Like, I definitely do not post everything that goes on in my life. I feel like if it's not gonna add value to you, then what is the point of, you know, me telling you about things? It would require everyone getting the violins out and like sobbing over stories. Like, I just don't see the point in that. So I'd say that I definitely don't keep my emotions to myself. I definitely get them across in a way, but I sometimes don't make it so obvious. Like, they're always within the caption. There is always an underlining reason for me posting what I post. I don't just post for the sake of it. And you act like everything is fine on Instagram. I've had times where I've had a lot of things going on. I'll give you an example without fully going into it. I was waiting to be questioned at the police station a couple of months ago, and because I was sat there like waiting for maybe 4 hours, I was editing a YouTube video. That's not to say that I try and make out that everything is fine. Nobody's life is perfect, and I don't claim that my life is perfect. I don't know how to say things. I don't want to sound mysterious or anything. I just don't want to really go into things when there's no real need. I just choose to not share everything on social media because, I mean, I really don't have to. I'd rather use my platform to like motivate, encourage and spread positivity. I hope I answered that. You're an extrovert. I don't know, I think I'm a bit of both, but maybe I'm verging more on the extroverted side of the spectrum. You've been fit your entire life. I love you. Thank you, I love you too. I wouldn't actually know. I'm 26 years old now and I began training at the age of 24. So before then, I'd never actually done any exercise, so I can't really assess my fitness levels, but I've always been a slim person. You're low-key rich AF. Listen, if I was rich AF, I definitely wouldn't be using like boxes of snacks to hold up this camera as a tripod, and I would instead be on a beach with people fanning me with like dollar notes and being fed. I'd be traveling right now. You are very confrontational, not in a rude way. You are not afraid to stick up for yourself or for others. When I read this at first, I was like, no way. But then I do think that, like, unintentionally, I might come across confrontational because, yeah, I mean, if I do really believe in something, then I am not afraid to, like, stick up for myself. And I won't just follow the crowd because everybody else is doing that. I will stick to what I believe is the right way. I'm not someone that would like go out of my way to have an argument. I'm not like an argumentative person. I definitely do think that I stick up for myself and for other people. I wouldn't be afraid to stick up for somebody else if, you know, the majority of people thought they were right, but then I could see the point of view of the minority. You're very confident and cheerful and a contagiously happy person to be around. Thank you. At school I was always awarded the like smiliest person or happiest person award. I'd agree. You will never be vegan. No offense, I love you. No offense taken. Listen, I gave it my best shot and I'm definitely a lot more open-minded, but I would have to agree with you that I most probably wouldn't become vegan. You would be miserable if you had a normal metabolism. Because I've always eaten this way, I wouldn't know what it's like to have a normal metabolism because I can only compare the metabolism I have. So I don't know what it's like. You keep sweets hidden under your MyProtein snacks. Absolutely. Even right now, the camera is balancing on a box of snacks. In fact, anywhere you go in my room or even at work, like I could literally pull snacks out of anywhere in this room. Don't know if you can see, but there is a box of MyProtein chocolate orange bars. By the way, if anyone needs any discount, use Nutty and my link below to get you 35% off. Hashtag plugger. You've been through some real bad crap in your life and that's how you're typically so positive. I would completely agree. I definitely think that situations that I've been through have made me the person that I am today. Your mum was afraid you'd get fat when you were younger. I think my mum's afraid of the amount that I eat nowadays. Like, she'll see me pigging out. She thinks that I have a serious problem, but like not in a bad way. I'm just a very hungry human and she understands this, but she is often still kind of taken aback by the amount that I do consume. You've been in 2 romantic relationships before. Yes, and more. You have 2 siblings, but we only know about your brother. Nope, I only have 1 older brother. We're actually going go-karting tomorrow morning, but it's in Essex. On a Sunday morning, I have to leave my house at silly o'clock, but it's gonna be fun. A Super Mario themed experience. Me and my brother used to like be obsessed when we were younger with playing Super Mario on the Nintendo 64. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. I've already been given a warning for road rage. You've never been in a serious relationship. Been in a few. My last, well, it was my ex. I was with him for nearly 4 years and I think I've been talking for a lot of time. I feel it's about time I ate another snack, so I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much to everyone that sent in an assumption. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and like, you know, if you enjoy me blabbing a little too much maybe. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and stay nutty, my friends.
I can't be a hero for you. I can only be here. I can only be here for you.